Do a quick attendance. Ms. Art?
Here. Here. Here.
Denise Gates. Used Lori Gates. Mr. Heiler. Absent. Miss Holland was excused. Miss Powell was excused. Mr. Ringler's here. We do have a quorum. Yay. Public comments. Those citizens wishing to speak on agenda or non-agenda items will be allowed a maximum of 4 minutes each to address their concerns. This is the only time during the meeting you will be allowed to address the DDA. Please state your name and address for the record if you would like. Then we move on to any conflicts of interest and ex parte communication I should be aware of. Agenda? I'm sorry.
Do we need to add this to the agenda?
Yes, at your table, you will see a facade improvement grant application. This was received after the deadline for the publication of the packet. So if you'd like to consider that at today's meeting, you would want to amend the agenda to include that.
The problem including it or not. It's not a full application, is it?
That's more of a discussion item.
If you desire, otherwise you can just discuss it.
To our agenda. Under what? What do we want to
The
do?
approval of agenda, so we would add this.
With, yes, with the adjustments.
New business 8D.
Okay.
So I would entertain a motion to approve the agenda with the
Did anybody
the
second that?
previous. Motion to add that to
Yeah,
the agenda.
that's what I'll do the
We're
motion.
entertaining a motion to approve the agenda with the addition of the application as 8B.
I will make that motion.
I'll second.
You all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Same sign. It's approved. Consent agenda includes the approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of July 28th, which is contained in your packet, and the financial report.
Support.
You are all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. We have no unfinished business. New business. Marty is here to share some information on the bike race.
Well, it's good to be back here this year in front of you. Appreciate everybody's support on the race. I'm Marty Mrzinski, the race director of the Cedar Blitz gravel race. Y'all got a packet, right? All right. It's just a little rundown of some of the details regarding the race that happened last month. Couple of key things. We had a good turnout once again, despite weather fears, I'll say. It looked like it was going to storm all week. So, and then right at the last minute, like I got 100 people sign up because all of a sudden it was looking good. So that was good. We had 532 racers. Maybe at one point there's probably at least 1,000 people here with racers and families and stuff like that. So, had about 50 volunteers, I think, 13 police officers, which was great. So we weren't short on police this year. We were a little short last year. So that was good. Raised over $2,500 for Worldwide Relief and CS band boosters. So yeah, we'll be doing a presentation to those groups soon here. Oh, this is cool. We had 14 states represented. So we got Oregon, Texas, New York, Arkansas, Indiana, Illinois, Kansas City. I have Connecticut, Minnesota. I think there's a few more, but Canada. Had 18-mile, 36 and a 50-mile. And this year we put in a 128. It was 165 last year. Didn't get a lot of attendance, but this year we had, I think almost 30 riders do the 128 miles. So that was good. And that long race goes, most of it goes to charity. So, guess the one thing that really went well, and I appreciate the city's support with all the barriers and everything we need to close down Main Street. That definitely is a game changer, being able to do that in a downtown area. Comes off as it's just pretty amazing looking. Got all them people and racers coming down Main Street. That's pretty good. But we had all the equipment we needed, and I had we learned last year the kind of work it takes to close down a city street. It's a lot. But I had plenty of crew members this year, so it went really quickly. We were able to set up in record time and tear down in record time and get the street back open. So didn't take as long as last year. Last year took us a while, but so everything went really smoothly as far as setup and tear down. So and that
Do we have,
yeah.
do we have a breakdown of financials?
Yeah, I can provide something.
That, that is sponsored by the DDA. We bring in like, here's how much you give us, here's what we spent it on. So we know where money went. So we're not just saying, hey, we had a great event, but we don't know where our money went.
Okay.
Last year.
Okay. I'll send something out. You know, particularly the money the city gives us directly goes right to the law enforcement involved. So it's
Good this year, but I noted a lot of the shops and the doors were putting something outside or getting involved, so that was good.
yeah.
Feedback from, like the downtown business district, like if it's helping their business, if they're gaining any business from it, have we gotten anything like that? Have you heard any?
I know a lot of them had stuff out this year that they were
Yeah.
out there. Yeah, exactly. The shops and the coffee shop and et cetera. So
Coupons together. Was that your wife?
how was it for you?
Wasn't that your wife?
Yeah, we-
How was
Yeah.
it for you? Did you
Yeah.
notice an uptick or did it like, what's kind of normal? Kind of normal.
For summertime, because we open at 10 and I know a lot of the races are done shortly before that. So some people leave town before we're actually open. So I want to say our business was pretty normal for us.
I think it's important that if we're gonna close down our main street, that it's helping our businesses on Main Street, not just closing a main street down that doesn't help our economy in here, right? I just think that's very important.
Yeah,
Of course I wouldn't, no.
Vendors that came out, the food vendors that came out, participated in the taste and back, did really well. So
Did they? Good. Good.
Yeah. I would love to know some feedback. Like that would be something that I would be interested in just as a business owner in town, right? Like what the feedback is from some of the other local businesses, how it's affected their business, if it helps them or whatever.
Yeah, I can follow up with this stuff. As one of our goals, we went, basically door to door this year several times, talking to all the businesses and letting them know what's going on, how they can get involved. And then we had coupons this year that every racer got, and we were handing them out. So that was good.
You guys had somebody actually handing those out too, I think. Yeah.
We're, yeah,
Have you talked at all with the, and just as a general question, with Hastings to see, to coordinate with them or even talk a little bit about some of the things that they did to get to that next level? As well, or get more of the businesses involved?
yeah, talk to them specifically on how they grew it.
Correct me, yeah.
It's more than that. I think they had 3,500 or something like that. But,
They've been doing it longer, right?
um,
And does Hastings shut their main street down? Do they? Okay, okay.
yep. Um,
Well, there's ancillary benefit obviously too with stuff, like with some of the events we do, obviously we've been long known as Red Flannel, but now with the New Year's event that, and stuff like this that brings positive publicity for the city and it introduces our city to people who not otherwise be here. So
so,
it's one. It's anything that we can learn from them. to help
yeah,
turn that into a positive event for their city for almost, pretty much everybody, I would think.
yeah, I can certainly, inquire on maybe some next steps, of what we can do to,
Maybe just reach out to their coordinators and see what they've done and how they overcame some of their pain points as well. I mean, if we've been kind of stuck at this 500 level for a couple of years now, so. Which is good, but.
okay.
It'd be better.
Can I ask a quick question? You had some injuries and that was outside the city, but, how many and how are they?
There was 3 accidents. One of them, the most serious, gentleman had a heart attack. There wasn't really a crash. He had a heart attack out there, and the EMTs that were on site went out there and took care of. He's fine now. And
One was a dog, right?
dog ran out. I think there's four racers involved in that one. So I think we had he broke his clavicle, the one guy, and the others were just bruises. But he's fine too. We did talk. Oh, there's one other gentleman that's actually on my race team. I think he had a pothole or something and just lost control. He had some broken ribs and a shoulder injury, but he's fine now too. So, in fact, he's back racing again.
County, right?
Yeah.
I'll talk to them about that. But no, we talked to all of them. They're all fine. I basically give them a registration for next year for their pain.
It's gonna happen. I just wonder, yeah.
The dog's okay too, by the way. We stopped by the homeowner and talked to them, and dog's fine. So, and then, one question came out of that is, how do we inform every people on these race routes that a bike race is taking place? Because they didn't know, and it's out on the 50-mile course. So
Be possible.
I think I can get a hold of the townships, though, and at least maybe have them send a letter out. I don't know.
Good plan.
Actually, the guys from the Hastings race, see what they do, but I don't think anybody really sends anything out. I don't know, there's probably a way.
the paths are all on public roads, right? That, yeah.
But we're gonna see what we can do for next year so that homeowners will know best we can. Yeah. Anything else?
You know, again, we heard a lot of positive feedback this year in general from guests that enjoyed the town and the organization, that it was well done, so.
Thanks. Yeah, we get, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so we did get a lot of just positive feedback from racers and stuff. It's the one year I really didn't get any negative feedback.
Well, that's good.
That's good.
So,
Marty? Thank you.
thanks.
Yeah, if you can, just to wrap that up though, if you can get that financial summary together for us and we can discuss that.
Yeah. I'll have it to you by next meeting, so. All right, thanks.
Okay, B, we have a cost estimate for 36 petunia baskets. 2026 looks like we have a continue packets and there is a sheet on your desk.
A little bit of detail on that, if that's all right, Mr. Ringler. So we were hoping to get some additional quotes from several different vendors. I reached out to about a dozen. 3 of them indicated interest in submitting a proposal for the board to consider. Northern Blooms is included in your digital packet. The Boutique Gardener was an late ad, so you have a paper copy of their estimate at your table there. And V&V Nursery did not submit a proposal for this project. This is in hopes of getting competitive pricing and ensuring that we have those baskets on the downtown come summer of next year. So you guys are welcome to approve of a vendor today. You can table it and further discuss if you'd like some additional quotes. The couple things I would mention on the quotes at your table there, Northern Blooms, they are out of Lake City, Michigan. They do hanging baskets for the city of Greenville. They are offering 12 and 16-inch baskets, and then they include delivery and fertilizer for those baskets as well. The Boutique Gardener, they do the hanging baskets for the city of Rockford, and that quote does not include delivery or fertilizer for those baskets.
That's 16. I
So,
don't see the V&V one.
no, they didn't apply.
What we have this summer on the DDA is the 12-inch hanging baskets. And you guys have $2,000 budgeted in your budget for hanging baskets.
When I did these, I got them from Countryside, and Countryside will deliver them for free. And it's been a while, but I personally think we should look and see how much that is. Or there is the place where I got mine personally this year and they were ginormous and it was $60. I mean, the ones that I have in front of my office right now were literally hanging baskets that I cut the things off and stuck in the pot. And they're huge.
Tell you that I did reach out to Country House. Was it Greenhouse? Yep, I did reach out to them. They will not do advanced ordering. So we would have to get on their docket early enough in their season to get that number of baskets that we would need.
I just went there and bought them. I just walked in and said, I want 50 of these and I want them delivered to Cedar Springs, and they just delivered them behind my office. It was great. It was very reasonable. I'm happy to check into that, and then I'm also happy to look at the ones that I got over by Greenville. It's just it's family run, and their baskets were huge and beautiful.
Happy to reach out to additional vendors, the ones that I reached out to. gave estimates for us to consider, so.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what V&B Nursery, if they can give us an actual quote. You know, they are pretty local.
Yeah.
I'd love to support that.
Last year, our baskets were from B and V. But I think they didn't get up till after the 4th of July, so it was the new fiscal year.
Yeah.
So they were kind of not on clearance, but we did a shorter section of downtown.
Yeah.
So it was
I think it's nice. It looks good.
Yep, so you're welcome to do with this what you would like for today, but the Northern Blooms proposal does expire December 1. So if you would like to keep looking, we can certainly do that. But they do need advance notice for this number of baskets. So,
Sounds like we'd be tabling this then, pending more information.
Yeah.
Motion,
sure, you can make a motion to table it.
motion to table, the proposals for, the flower hanging baskets until we get a few more, a little more information.
Please indicate by saying aye. Approved and the item is tabled. We are then looking at C, a motion to approve the dog waste containers, which are also in your packet.
You guys additional detail on that as well. You have $3,000 in your budget for this fiscal year for dog waste bags and containers. So you have two different vendors in front of you, Zero Waste and Dog Waste Depot. These were almost all identical in price. I mean, they're nearly identical in price and what you get for them. So discussion is needed from the board on proposed location and a preferred vendor. And then Ms. Falcon would like an additional sign at each of those locations that just ask them to be a friendly neighbor to clean up their dog waste. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have on those.
We've been in the dog park. I've been there.
Looks like this. Is it a grocery bag dispenser?
Put the
Mhm.
grocery bags in it,
Mhm.
and there's 2 black baskets attached to the fence where people can.
And people are using them.
Basically Dog Waste Depot and Zero Waste.
So how many of these do we need total?
I would say that's a decision for the board to determine how many and where.
I would.
One, Cedar Springs from the DDA, that's one at Heritage Park, Main Street.
Okay.
One in Morley Park, but Morley Park is not in the DDA, so. Only in your district can you buy and put these things, so. The heart of Cedar Springs and Heritage Park. The dog park is in the DDA too, if you wanted. A form. So,
Well, it looks like bundles of 3 are a little bit cheaper, right?
Mhm.
On the dog waste depot.
Yes, any of the options presented, they do have a little discount for bundling.
Cedar Springs is pretty big. You might
Yeah,
want
I
to put
think
more
we
than
might
one
wanna Put 2 there,
Yeah.
one at each, like,
end or something.
yeah,
middle.
yeah. And then we definitely need one over here, cause people are, yeah. That needs that.
Would probably get one of whatever we decide to do as well for our little outside area. Anybody have a preference between these two companies? I mean, they're pretty much the
I don't really
same.
know anything about. other
Which
than-
one's at the dog park?
Either of these options are at the current dog park. That what's there is a grocery bag dispenser. It's not one of these.
add a professional purchase dispenser. At the dog park somewhere and it got annihilated, so it got thrown out, unfortunately. Not salvageable.
I personally think you guys, we should just do the dog waste depot, buy the pack of 3 of them, make it all uniform. You know, put 2 at the Heart and 1 at, Heritage Park.
Wasn't there something, somebody preferred something somewhere?
Yes, so the Department of Public Works prefers the pull style bag just because the roll bags were misused, unfortunately. People were pulling out several and just leaving them behind. So the style that's presented to you is what the Department of Public Works preferred. And what I would ask of the board is if you're okay with the dog waste depot and you decide which locations to allow either city staff or Department of Public Works to determine which style best fits for those areas. We may need a waste container basket right there. We may have one there already. So just determining the vendor and then the locations is what I would ask.
Well, it looks like the bundle's best deal, so.
Yeah. Is that the waste thing on the bottom of it? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I would entertain a motion to approve the purchase of the Sweet Deal bundle.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Further discussion?
What am I supposed to make?
All in
Well,
favor? Okay.
Do we have to say location?
You can add that in a secondary motion if you'd like.
2 in the Heart. 1 in the
Heritage.
Heritage.
Support.
Okay, we would be voting on the amendment to the original motion. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Sign. Thank you. So now the full motion would be the purchase of the 3-station bundle with the locations of 2 in the Heart and 1 at at Heritage. Is there any further discussion? All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All same sign. That motion is carried. D, we are looking at the proposal for side improvement. Lawns, sprinkling.
Additional detail on this one, Darla, or did you want me to? So I'll just give you some minor details on this one. So April's going to pull up a picture of what the proposed project is going to be looking at. This is located at 55 North Main, and this is from Sonia Cronkrite, the applicant. There are a few things missing from this application, so you could choose to approve it, conditioned that those missing pieces are provided, or you could choose to table it. The proposed image is up there on the screen for you guys to take a peek at.
Just that.
On the back side. So this estimate is from a lawn sprinkling company? Are they licensed and insured builders?
This is behind Sally's building there.
Okay, are we allowed to use not licensed?
Depends on what work is.
Page 4, all work must be completed by a licensed contractor is simply the statement.
So we confirm in the follow-up, is this company a licensed? firm?
Strange, it's a lawn on sprinkling company.
Oh, maybe they do more than, maybe they do more than that. And they
Maybe
just,
they do more than that, right?
yeah, and just
Yeah.
didn't change their name or something.
So this is not in the budget. If you remember, we budgeted $15,000 for facade improvements. 2 facades that we approved quite some time ago. I was hoping they would be wrapped up by June 30th. We only ended up spending $6,600, just over $6,600 in facade improvements in the 24-25 fiscal year. 15,000, however, Mr. Conflitty's project hasn't not even started yet. That's already approved. Mr. Baker, the insurance company, they were approved for 5,000. He's waiting for, he got the roof piece done, but not the sign. He's working with the sign company and the bracket company are 2 different companies to line up and get his sign installed. And then we already approved Len Ellington, the building at the end of Main Street, for 2 facades, $10,000. But the current budget, you're putting $23,420 into fund balance. So you have money if we wanted to amend the budget to approve this. Once the projects are approved, they have a year to be completed.
And how far into Conflitty's?
So Conflitti, I was on the phone with him when I walked in.
How far into it are we?
Was January.
January, February was early in the calendar year.
He said that he's having a hard time getting contractors to actually do the work. So I was talking about a property as I was walking in and he said, let them know that I'm hoping November. I'm like, oh, November's not a good time to be taking a window out. Cold. Yeah, so I personally think we should push this to the next.
Yeah, you said there was a few pages missing from this application, so we don't have all the information.
Weren't submitted with the application.
Yeah, this is a licensed contract.
Yeah, I feel like this might need to be tabled till we get a little more information.
Here, make that motion.
I will motion to table this facade improvement grant from right, until we get more information.
Please indicate by saying aye. Any opposed, same sign. A little more information. Correspondence, 2025 calendar is contained in your packet. Unfair expenditures also contained in the packet. Wayfaring map updates. Which is not in the packet.
If you click on that blue link there, it'll take you to the page where that's housed. It wasn't in time. That wayfaring map is at the information stations down at the heart of Cedar Springs. So if you scan the QR code on that map, it'll take you to that website. So the trail users and anyone passing by, some additional information on the businesses in the area and the downtown area.
Well, doing it actually when I've been out there with the dogs.
Good job.
Oh, this is great.
It's also correspondence then here from Mr. Pugh.
Yes, yep.
Great. To the manager comments.
We talked a little bit at the beginning of the meeting, the Heart of Cedar Springs project. We've had 2 progress meetings already. Things are going well. They are on schedule. I did just kind of mention at the last one, I know September 27th and Red Flannel seems like a long time away, but I want to get those dates in their mind, like, okay, something's happening here at that time. So, the week before, we'll have to meet with them and make sure their construction sites are all secured, and because we'll have a lot of people in town. So there, no problem with that.
The other side of the trail this year, right? Yeah, they're not
All trailers removed and,
everything wrapped,
yeah.
secured or removed, yeah.
If you haven't driven down Muskegon today, Kent County Road Commission, we did not get any advance notice of this. I'm sorry. It's chipped. It will be sealed, when they come back and seal it. So chip seal from Taco Bell to Main Street, done by Kent County Road Commission. City projects we have going on starting today. So I'll just mention all of our paving projects. I'm not sure exactly what order these are going to be done. Right now, they're working on 7th and Beach. So 7th Street from Muskegon to Beach. Beach from 7th to 5th will be, they're working on the castings right now, elevating the castings. That will be basically mill and fill. So chew it all up and kind of relay it. And then 5th Street from Cherry to Pine Street. A little bit more extensive there. They need to build up a higher crown on that for the water runoff. Pine Street from Main Street to the White Pine Trail. That will be redone there.
Are those streets all accessible during that, yeah.
Yeah. And then we were gonna have them do Maple Street along with the Heart of Cedar Springs new parking spots there, but we might piggyback that off of another project coming a little bit later, because I don't think the timing is gonna be right to do that at the same time, so. You should see a construction trailer there later this week, and contractors starting September 2nd. That's getting exciting. All I had.
Line on that.
City Hall, we should be in by March of 2026.
Wow,
Fast. That'd be remarkable.
that's not a long time.
All inside, and they can work 5 days a week with no,
Are they doing anything to the outside whatsoever?
just some like touch up of the, not sure if it's marble, but in the front, that kind of like touch up stuff.
Right, thank you. Assistant City Manager and DDA Director's report.
So you guys have heard a lot from me today, but I have just a little bit more for you. I am going to start working on the welcome packet, so that'll be something I'll be working on as the kind of months get a little cooler. That'll be a good project to work on. So if you have things that you would like to be included in that, feel free to email them to me. I'd love to get them in there ahead of time, so that way you guys can kind of see a good first draft when that's ready for you. I'll also be visiting the DDA district businesses and just introducing myself and providing some information to the business owners, and hopefully collecting basic information like your name, your email address, a phone number, just so that way we have some good contact information for those downtown businesses when we have things going on, to just communicate a little bit more to the downtown businesses. And then I did already mention the wayfaring map that was updated as well. So.
Excellent, thank you. Trustee comments. We can start with Ms. Ensley.
Thanks, guys.
I just appreciate the work of this body and, trying to keep everybody happy in downtown is great and trying to keep people coming in and everybody's doing a lot more than there used to be. So I think it's going really well. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gates. Like to add?
Thank you.
You making it so we could have a meeting.
I'll just go Lisa's comments. I mean, it's pretty remarkable what this board has been able to do, certainly in the time that I've been around. I mean, it's a decade now, but from at that time, and we had $500 a year.
Wasn't a lot.
Yeah, is all we had to work with, and we really didn't. It was frustrating because there wasn't a whole lot we could do, and it's pretty gratifying now to see the difference that we've been able to make. So, thanks to all of you for your contributions. Onward and upward, and I do not need to have I will now adjourn this meeting.